For most of history, money did not need to convince anyone. It was backed by land you could touch, gold you could weigh, power you could see. Trust was physical. You knew who ruled, who owned, and who enforced the rules. But somewhere along the way, money stopped being something solid and became something we believed in, quietly, without debate. The world agreed to trust numbers on paper, then screens, then promises about the future. And that shift changed everything. At first, this new trust felt like progress. Banks could create credit, governments could smooth crises, economies could grow faster than ever before. People stopped thinking about where money came from and focused only on what it could buy. But trust, unlike gold, has a strange weakness. It works perfectly until it doesn't, and when it breaks, it doesn't crack loudly. It fades, slowly, invisibly. Every financial system depends on belief. Belief that debts will be paid. Belief that institutions will act responsibly. Belief that tomorrow will look enough like today to make long-term promises safe. When those beliefs are strong, the system feels stable, even generous. People borrow confidently, invest boldly, and plan decades ahead. Growth accelerates. Inequality hides behind optimism. Warnings are dismissed as pessimism. This is the calm phase, when collapse feels impossible precisely because nothing seems wrong. But beneath the surface, incentives begin to drift. When money can be created easily, risk stops feeling dangerous. When losses are absorbed by institutions, discipline weakens. Short-term rewards grow larger than long-term consequences. Individuals respond rationally to the rules in front of them. Even if the outcome becomes irrational for the system as a whole, no villain is required, just alignment between human nature and flawed incentives. History shows this pattern repeating across empires and eras. Rome debased its currency to fund expansion. Spain flooded Europe with silver and triggered inflation. Modern economies expanded credit until debt became normal, even necessary. Each time, stability lasted longer than expected. Each time, people adjusted, adapted, and convinced themselves this time was different. And each time, the cost arrived later, quietly and unevenly. Collapse rarely looks like a single event. It looks like trust eroding in stages. Prices rise faster than wages. Savings lose meaning. Rules begin to change mid-game. Confidence becomes selective. Those closest to power adjust first. Everyone else notices last. By the time panic appears, the real damage is already done. The system didn't fail suddenly. It succeeded for too long without correction. The uncomfortable truth is that financial systems don't collapse because people stop believing. They collapse because belief was used as a substitute for restraint. Money became easier than accountability. Growth became more important than resilience. And trust, once stretched too far, could no longer carry the weight placed on it. Understanding this doesn't require predicting the next crash or choosing sides in ideological debates. It requires recognizing that money is not just an economic tool. It is a social agreement, enforced by power and sustained by confidence. When incentives reward excess and delay consequences, history suggests the outcome is never permanent stability, only postponed reckoning. If you want to understand how money shapes power and how history quietly repeats itself, consider subscribing for more calm, deep financial stories that look beyond headlines and into the systems beneath them.